Alright, this is a weekly reading for Libra. I'm just moving my camera a little bit. I don't want anybody getting seasick. Anyway, so I have two songs for you, which is Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac, Witchy Woman by the Eagles. So, well, Eagles. I don't think it's the Eagles. People get those mixed up. Anyway, so I also have channeled messages, and we will read those at the end. So let's get into your week as a whole, which is the Six of Swords. It's going to be in reverse energy, however. So you're avoiding attention or action on something which is making you uneasy, resistance or delay to what won't benefit you in the long run. Leaving what's comfortable and familiar can be scary. Trust that change will be worth the discomfort or temporary discomfort. So, like having my cats in here, probably not the best thing for a reading. I feel like you might be dealing with some people or things that are constantly there or constantly irritating in the back of your mind. So, it's one of those weeks. And then we have number 2, something unexpected that will arise. We have the Devil in reverse. So the Devil in reverse is confrontation that scares you and releases yourself from self-sabotaging behaviors that have been holding you back. Keep a level head and be brave. You may find the great obstacles in your life isn't as frightening as you think. So you could be one of these people that constantly needs to or has the feeling of being the smartest person in the whole universe, or maybe you've manipulated people in the past to think that you're one way when you're something else. So it's putting on a false mask. A lot of people do that in order not to reveal too much about themselves. Maybe you came from, a culture, religion, a family that was really restrictive, or you have some dark secrets that not even your family knows about. So it's an either or type thing, but I feel like somebody's gonna figure you out and then straighten you forward. It feels like every time I read somebody's natal charts, they're like, "How did you know that?" I'm like, I know everything. I know people's alcoholism and how far it's gonna get before they change. Like, it's pretty informational. My cats are just messing up everything. So I'm messing with my book bag. Alright, so number 3. How can you stay grounded and balanced? We have the Four of Pentacles would be savings or stability. The Ten of Pentacles is completion, wealth. It represents a happy home life, lasting success, and financial abundance. A sign things are going to work out in your favor. So there's probably going to be somewhat of a delay for that, but I feel like once it all happens and occurs, it's going to be fine. Okay? So we have number 4. Number 4 is important emotion you will feel this week. So justice, your own card in the deck. So you're searching for truth, which isn't always the easiest to seek out. The viewers and options of others to give you a clearer and bigger decision perspective really is going on if you're in the process of making a big decision or a decision about your life. So be sure to think about it and the possible outcomes that can keep your future from progressing or regressing. So in your mind. So it's like you don't want to make any decision that's going to constantly make you live paycheck to paycheck. You kind of want to move forward, you want to invest, you want to you know, kind of do stuff that would set an anchor for you climbing the status tree, if you know that's the thing you want. Anyway, so we have number 5. Number 5 is something that will inspire you, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Material abundance, you're making your dreams come true, a reaping of reward of hard work. Now that you have everything you need, it's important to set yourself up for sustaining success and managing your income wisely. I feel like somebody's getting like either an inheritance or like a windfall of money really soon. So something to that effect. Anyway, so number 6. How your spirit guides will speak to you this week. We have 2 of Swords. So, something heavy on your mind that you've been racking your brain over in a predicament, trying to come up with a solution and benefits somebody, you know, individually or undivided. Make sure that you're seeing things as they are and not as you need them. You need to see all the facts before you come up with your decision, okay? And then we have 7. So we have the 5 of Swords. So how to best support yourself this week. 5 of Swords, the ultimate battle card, conflict that will be uncomfortable, but sometimes it's inevitable. You need to be urgent, well, alert and clear, maybe a little bit agile too, to gain the upper hand. So good luck with that one. I do feel like this is a family thing. So, well, like I said before, it could be an inheritance. And with the stuff I channeled before the reading, a will, a strong family, a passive income, stealing from your family, confident in legal matters, crime, assault, keeping your property in the best shape, doubting your own abilities. So there could be some type of inheritance thing going on, or there could be some thing that maybe you stole from somebody's trust or somebody else did. And you kind of saw that, and now they're kind of paying for it. Like with my grandmother's estate, there was a lot of stuff that was kind of array, and a lot of stuff missing from it. And everybody had to take a loss because, like, the trustee didn't know who had what. But yeah, we resolved that by just paying a little bit out of our, you know, inheritance, and that would be used later on to pay off like final payments and stuff to close the estate. But yeah, usually if stuff's array or somebody's taken something, or they're not, you know, 100% the most honest person running the trust, usually there's going to be a judge that's going to ask if there's somebody else that can be trustee, like an accountant or a banker, just order to make it go to the right people. And if there is stuff missing, everybody's held responsible. It's not just one person, so that could be a bit unfair to some people, but it does make the final count even, so you don't have to pay taxes. But yeah, I did some accounting work for my grandmother's estate. It was a lot of fun. I didn't get paid for it, however, but I wish I had. It was a lot of final things that I had to do and stuff like that. But we did have a trustee that was really good. She was also an accountant, but I was kind of starting off on my financial journey of accounting. So, I'm actually in school for accounting, so it's funny. But, yeah, it's a sticky thing, estates. And yes, you're going to be paying taxes, and if you have capital gains, you're going to be paying taxes. Depending on what state you're in or what country you're in, it could like be adjusted depending on what's going on currently. But yeah, usually it's just more accounting stuff and more headaches there. Make sure you pay your accounting person very nicely because yeah, it's a headache and a half, especially when some things are missing. You know, it's not good. And it makes it a heavier burden on like the last and final count. So nobody wants to be shorted or slighted because something's missing out of an estate. But you have to make sure everything's there and accounted for. So there's gonna be a couple pointed fingers, but at the same time, since nobody stopped them or like knew about it ahead of schedule, then it's going to fall on everybody. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay, so anyway, Libra, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form, and it kind of gives you perspective on estates if you're dealing with one. And if you're good at math, I would take up kind of like a accounting standpoint. So then, if there's anything that needs to be found as far as accounting goes, you can kind of find it through the files and stuff, because having a family member that kind of knows their way around the deceased financial stuff or where they keep a lot of their bookkeeping is helpful. Since I kind of did that for my grandmother, it fell on me. Like, where's this and where's that? But yeah, I did her taxes and I did her final count of her valuables. So everybody got like equal things. So anyway, Libra, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. If you're dealing with an estate, please make sure that you have everything there and accounted for. If there's any stuff that needs to be done for like a final count or taxes, hopefully that's available, because I know some states, if you don't have certain things, it kind of prolongs everything. So hopefully everybody's prepared for that too. It's going to be a big step forward, and it's going to show everybody's true colors. So it's something to strap in for. It's nothing to take lightly. Okay. So anyway, I will see you in the next reading. Hopefully this week goes by very nicely. Okay. Later.